Namaste everyone, welcome back. So as we are going to the stream of syllabus topics, today I am going to discuss a third topic of part A of Kaumarabhritya syllabus. So we'll see. So this is a third topic of part A, that is Vayobheda, classification of age. Many authors explain that age starts after birth, right? Obviously, when anyone asks us, we will say that age starts from first day of life. But how our acharyas divided the age classification? And till 16 years, as we all know, till 16 years they mentioned as Bala, Ashudashat Balaha, Ashudashat Kumara. We saw the terminologies, right? But in 16 years also, our age is divided into different forms according to diet or according to the conditions of a baby. And overall, from birth till death, not only till 16 years, till death, different acharyas mentioned different age groups and they gave different terms. So we'll see classification of this age in this topic. But as we all know, the age starts from the birth, but in real sense, when the heartbeat of a fetus starts in womb only, right? So, when the baby conceives or when the implantation starts or when the heartbeat starts, from then the real life of a fetus start. And some acharyas, like especially our Kaumarabhritya, according to Kashyapa, he explained the baby will be 9 months old when baby is born. So Acharya Kashyapa, being expert of Kaumarabhritya, give practical explanation of this classification of age. We'll see how Acharya Kashyapa explained Garbha Bala Kumarakya Mityetas Trividam Vayaha Yavanam Madhyam Vruddham Metach Trividam Punaha Varshavaraha Kshirapaha Syadhyavat Pibati Vapayaha. Means how he divided the classification of age. From Garbha he started. As we got to know in last slide, the fetus or the in a womb only the fetus starts its life. So our Acharya Kashyapa started age from Garbha. Next is Bala. Bala up to 1 year. Kumara 1 to 16 years. Yauvana, that is 17 to 34 years. Madhyama 35 to 70 years. And Vruddhakya above 70 years up to death. This is the age classification of Acharya Kashyapa. Then according to Vagbhata, Acharya Vagbhata, he classified the age into 3 groups, that is Bala, Madhyama and Vruddha. But in Bala, again he classified the age according to diet, that is Kshirapa, Kshirannada and Annada, that he explained particularly in textbooks, like we'll see. According to Ashtanga Hridaya, Trividam Katito Balaha Kshirannau Abhayavartanaha. Means they divided same Balya, Madhyama, Kshaya, but in Balya they divided 3 different forms, that is Kshiravartana, Annavartanam and Ubhayavartanam. According to that they divided. And according to Ashtanga Sangraha, Vayas Trividam Balam Madhyam Vruddham Cha. That is same Balya, Madhyama, Vruddha, but in Balyam the terminologies they changed as Sanyavartanam, Aharavartanam and Ubhayavartanam. And according to Acharya Charaka, he divided the age as Balya, Madhyama and Jirna. But in Balya, he added 1 to 30 years. And in 30 years also, he divided the subdivision of age as Paripakva Dhatu and Vivardhamana Dhatu. In Paripakva Dhatu, up to 16 years, the children will be Paripakva Dhatu, right? Their Dhatu will not be matured. So he divided according to the maturation of the Dhatus. Till 16 years, he gave the term as Paripakva Dhatu. And 16 to 30, he gave Vivardhamana Dhatu. And from 30 to 60 years, the Acharya Charaka added in Madhyama and Jirna 60 to 100 years. According to Acharya Sushruta, he divided the age into Balya, Yauvana and Vardhakyam. And in Balya, again, according to diet, he added three subdivisions, that is Kshirapa, from birth till 1 year, the baby will be under Kshirapa, and 1 to 2 years, Kshirannada, because here directly they will not have food. They will be having semi-solid foods or this rice or any diet mixed with milk, right? So Kshirannada, and also the babies will be dependent on breast milk also here. Breast milk with diet, they will be dependent on diet. So they are at Kshirannada from 1 to 2 years and Annada 2 to 16 years. Next, it is according to Harita. Harita divided in two forms, that is, in first form, Adhama, Uttama, Madhyama and Hina. 4 divisions he gave. And in second form, Bala, Yuva, Madhyama and Vriddha. Whereas Bala is up to 16 years, Yuva 16 to 25 years, it's 16. And Madhyama 25 to 70 years and Vriddha above 70 years. But Acharya Harita gave terminologies related to female age is quite different. Only for female in Bala he added up to 5 years is Bala and 5 to 11 years Mudga. And these all are the forms. From as we grow up, we will lose something and we will gain something, right? So according to Acharyas, they divided or they explained what all we will lose and what all we will accompany with the age. That is 0 to 10 years, we will be in Balyavastha. After 10 years, our Balyavastha will move on to the next stage, right? From 10 to 20 years, maximum growth is lost. This 10 to 20 years or from birth till 20 years, you will be having maximum growth and functioning. After 16 years, our overall growth will be stopped. So they add after 20 years, our growth will stop there. And 20 to 30, we will be having more complexion. After 30 years, obviously, our complexion will reduce. 30 to 40 years, intelligent. Obviously, till 40 years, our brain will be functioning in various form. But after 40 years, it will slow down. 40 to 50 years, loses healthy status of skin. We know it, right? After 50 years, our skin functioning will slow down. And 50 to 60 years, loses sexual power. Obviously, we know after 60 years, Shukra power will reduce. So they mentioned as loses sexual power. 60 to 70 years, loses vision. Till 70 years, we will be having more power of vision, but after 70 years it will slow down. And 70 to 80 years loses hearing. The hearing capacity of a person will slow down after 80 years. And 80 to 90 years loses power of sense organs. Obviously, after 90 years, we will not be having more functioning of our sense organs. They all will slow down. So, why we want this age group? Because as the age moves on, with the complaints, especially for physicians, we want to know this, because as we get complaints, we will be having idea when the power of some sense organs or when the power of part of a body will loses its functioning, so that according to that we can go for the treatment. And age classification according to modern pediatrics. Now what all we saw was according to our Ayurveda. According to modern, how they divide the age, that is prenatal period, perinatal period and postnatal period. That is, prenatal period means the gestational age, or before, from the formation of the fetus or embryo. That is, again it is subdivided into ovum, that is 0 to 14 days, embryo 14 days to 9 weeks. Till the pregnancy of 9 weeks, the fetus will be known as embryo. And after, from 9 weeks to till birth, the gestational age of a baby is known as fetus. And its perinatal period is the period of labor. And postnatal period is the newborn baby till 4 weeks. First 4 weeks, it is known as neonate. From birth till 1 year, the baby is known as infancy or infant. From 1 year to 3 years, the baby is known as toddler. And preschool child, adolescence. In preschool child, again from 6 years to 10 years for girls and 6 years to 12 years for boys is comes under preschool child. And adolescence, again it divided into three subcategories like pre-puberty, puberty and post-puberty. Whereas 10 to 12 years for girls and 12 to 14 years for boys is pre-puberty, 12 to 14 years for girls and 14 to 16 years for boys is pubescent, and 14 to 18 years for girls and 16 to 20 years for boys is post-pubescent. So this was the classification of age according to our acharyas and according to modern. Why we want this? Because in Kaumarabhritya we have different kinds of diseases or different varieties of diseases which depends on age and functioning of age and the maturity of the organs or body parts in the particular age. So we want to know the age classification, and our different acharyas gave different forms of age divisions according to diet or according to functioning of a body. And we saw the modern classification of age, how they divided the age of a person. So this was the point of age classification, that is Vayobheda. In next video, we'll move on to the next point. Thank you.